preparing to kick off for Houston.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Eason sets to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. From the gun is Eason. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. I think he went backward. He did. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Intercepted. Picked by the rookie Julian Blackmon. 20. And we'll bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Brings up second.
Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
And tough sledding. You'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Operating from the gun, Eason. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Robert Quinn in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
It's a gain of
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And his throw is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
1st down.
Watson now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again is Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Down from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Colts 7, Texans nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. faking the give. Now Watson. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Quick throw completed by Watson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Buying time to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson being chased out left. His throw caught on the 6. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Akins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
Extra point.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 31 yards there and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
30-yard line.
To throw again, Eason. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10, Taylor now. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the
Eason gets hit, and the ball pops free. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in the red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
It's a solid pickup, 8 yards, but work still to do now on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Well, he decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
The kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 50, it's Watson. He's got Fuller. And he's got this down to the 35.
Watson's pass.
15 yards. The Texans pick up the first down.
Gain of 15.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Taken down by Trey Herndon. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 17, Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller is the intended target. But now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Watson. Forced out to his left. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Allen Robinson.
Allen Robinson. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Kaimi Fairbairn.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Rosa set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. Johnson jostles free. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Watson just beating the play clock. Steps away to his left. And incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Great job of tackling there to prevent the 1st down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from a long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to get themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now we give to Taylor. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Now, how about that call handed to the big guy in that situation? Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me there are a lot of offense coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass hanging together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On first down, Taylor. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
They run once more with Taylor. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the second straight play. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, Eason looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. That's caught out wide by Cooks. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Retains possession.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Watson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
22 yards.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. The give is to Elliott, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
7-yard line.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Here's Watson. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Anthony Walker drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 7 yards the pickup there.
Brings up second.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the handoff, this is Taylor. He's got a first down past the 30. Get him to the ground at the Texans 28. A huge play that time for the Colts. 54 yards on the ground. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Back to Taylor on first down. And he takes this one in for the Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Now he's giving him a little jolt. Just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead.
The Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Watson. Dancing to his left. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Rankin. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So that is 2 pick sixes he's thrown in this football game. Now, you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we hadn't thrown those pick sixes, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now as a quarterback, and he'll be brought down by the Colts. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got into the turf. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Brings up
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
2-yard line.
Again, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Taylor, the ball.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And they will take a knee here. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Rosa's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so that's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson, and it's incomplete. And now we're down to 10 seconds. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
And 10 yards to go.
Now it's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air yet again, Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Indianapolis, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Houston, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.